Hey guys, it's Christian here. Hey, I wanted to tell you about a new project that I'm going to be launching about a month, maybe 2 months. It's actually a project that I started working on very informally, probably about 15 to 20 years ago is when I had the first idea. Kind of violated my own principle on that by not acting sooner or faster, but it's all about timing. So this program that I've been working on, it's an evolutionary product. It's all about productivity. It's all about getting the right things done at scale. And this program that I'm talking about, it's called Empiring. So we've all heard the term empire, and empire usually stands for building something massive or something great, and usually it applies in the business world. You've probably heard about the television show called Empire. It's all about creating massive wealth. It's about creating businesses, multi-million dollar businesses, billion-dollar businesses. So the concept of empiring could actually be applied to not only business, but it can be applied to your personal life, to your relationships, with your kids, with your spouse, with your family. Something that you want to do on a large scale, something you may want to change in the world, some type of vision that you want to go after. This is this whole concept of empiring. It's going from where you are now to making great changes, great strides, and great accomplishments in the quickest amount of time. So what I'm talking about here is, as I said, I originally thought about this concept probably 15 to 20 years ago. And I've been a consultant for about 20, 25 years ago. If you guys don't know my background, originally I started out in software development, and I was a software developer for about 15 years, and then I was a CTO, and then I began, a career of selling, mostly enterprise software. So this combination of how we were developing software 15, 20 years ago is very different than the process that you're creating software now. So out of this trial and error in this kind of in the trenches approach to, hey, what's working, what's not, lots and lots and lots of experimentation on, hey, how do we make that process better, faster, easier? So I became very obsessed, if you will, of this whole concept of process and how things happen, how you start something and how that evolves to an endpoint. So if you're talking about, it could be something very simple. Everything in life is really based upon a process, from brushing your teeth to walking to your car, to starting your car, to driving to work. And a process is just involved with lots and lots of different steps. So how do you go from starting a process to ending that process in the least amount of time and being most effective? So this concept of empiring, let's just say that we're applying this to a business right now. So if you want to start a business, there's dozens of things you have to do, if not hundreds, to start a business. Okay, you have to come up with a business name, you have to do an incorporation, you have to do tax filings, you have to file it with the IRS, you have to set up QuickBooks, for example, you have to do your sales collateral, you have to figure out your product market fit and pricing and your value proposition and come up with sales decks. It's just endless. Okay, so whatever this process is on what you want to do, whether it's business related, personal related, if you want to change something in the world, if you want to make a difference in someone else's lives, if you want to make some type of massive transformation, everything is based on a process. So really, I became a master of process optimization. I started thinking in just how things are done, why they're done. I can remember sitting in movies and thinking about, well, why did they do it this way? And what if the process was different? You can take it even to something more simple, like going to a restaurant, for example, a fast food restaurant or a sit-down restaurant or Subway for something like that. While I'm sitting there wasting time in line, I'm thinking about a certain type of system that could be in place to help me order what I want faster and reduce the amount of error or loss. Because there's a certain amount, and I don't know exactly what the percentage is in the food business on loss because wrong things are made, or the waitress or the waiter didn't listen to exactly what you said and they have to go back and they have to change it. There's a lot of frustration. So this whole concept of process optimization became fascinating to me. And I started to apply that to what I was doing in my work and for my consulting clients, and how to apply that to sales and marketing, and how to make things automatic and take the human error of human beings out of the process. And I'm not talking about making this robotic and completely unemotional. I'm talking about how do you make a process or a human being more effective by applying process automation to make his work easier, faster, and better, more enjoyable. So I know I'm bouncing around from different topics to different topics here, but this whole thing about empiring is a combination of multiple disciplines and domains of study and trial and error. So we're talking about the evolution of software development. We're talking about agile process, project management. We're talking about Six Sigma. We're talking about leadership principles. We're also talking about psychology and like why we make the decisions we do. At what times during the day do we have our peak energy cycles on, when we're most productive? So there's a whole psychology side of this empiring, how we want to structure our days and how we want to break things down into the smallest possible unit, which we call physical movements, how we break those down into momentum mini days and how we apply that over a course of a week. So there's a lot of different disciplines that are coming to this program. It's super exciting. It's a super effective way to help you get from where you are today to where you want to be. And it doesn't matter if it's in business, it doesn't matter if it's a relationship, it doesn't matter if it's you want to solve world hunger, you want to launch a rocket into space. Doesn't matter. There's processes in place that can help you go much faster, much easier, and basically you're going to be breaking these tasks down into the smallest possible unit and how you apply that to get to where you want. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be launching some different videos. I'm going to walk you through this process. I'm going to keep you involved and include you prior to the launch. But this is just a very raw introductory meeting. This is totally not scripted. This is just off the cuff of my mind. I didn't plan this at all. I just wanted to get out there to you to let you know that some really big and exciting things are coming to help you advance to that next level of productivity and evolution. All right, so I'll keep you updated. New videos are going to be coming soon. All right, guys, thank you.